This video will contain spoilers for Thunderbolts, so if you haven't seen it yet and don't want to be spoiled, feel free to click off as we will be explaining the end credit scene and explaining how the Thunderbolts under their new name will tie into Avengers Doomsday and even the surprising tease of Fantastic Four 4 steps. All of that, including my own thoughts on the movie, in today's video. So let's start with how the Thunderbolts wraps up. The group is introduced to the press by Valentina, and she calls them the new Avengers. None of them were expecting it, and it's basically her way of dodging blame for all the damage she's caused throughout the film. Remember, Valentina has been trying to squiggle her way out of impeachment by Congress. The end credit scene makes it clear that even the public doesn't really know what to make of this team, and I think that confusion is the point. Marvel has been dancing around the "who are the Avengers now" question that we've been asking ever since Endgame 6 years ago. Wait a minute. It's been 6 years? Hold on. Oh, God. Anyway, and this feels like them leaning into that. Maybe even messing with us a little. After that, we get the first end credit scene. A short bit with Alexei trying to sell the cereal box of Wheaties with his face on it. It's a throwaway gag and pretty much classic par for the course with Marvel at this bit, but it's not the best one. That one still goes to Captain America at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming with the "Patience" end credit scene. It still gets me. We then get the actual post-credit scene, which sets up a lot. The team is suited up with their new uniforms, there's a new Avengers logo, and Bob is back, but he can't use his powers at the moment because of the whole bringing out Void back again issue. They're also dealing with a legal issue. Sam Wilson, who is the new Captain America and currently setting up his own Avengers, is suing them for using the Avengers name. Apparently, he's filed to copyright it. Bucky tried to smooth things over, but it looks like that really didn't work out so well. That's kind of a bummer. Their friendship was so deep, and honestly, legal issues getting in the way of that? Hopefully they all figure it out before Doomsday, because having two teams fighting over the same name is probably not going to end well, especially if it's a legal copyright issue like that. Then Yelena mentions a space issue that's apparently getting worse. She doesn't explain what it is, and even John Walker seems confused. It sounds like Marvel is hinting at something bigger, probably incursions, which would make sense given what's coming in Doomsday. Right after that, the team gets a distress signal from space, and that's when we see the Fantastic Four ship show up, along with their theme music, setting up their arrival in the MCU. A few quick thoughts on all of this. I like that Marvel flipped the whole question on its head. Who's on the Avengers now? But actually, which team actually gets to be called the Avengers? With Sam pushing a legal claim and Valentina trying to spin her own group as the real deal, it creates some tension that could carry into Doomsday. Not quite like the schism caused in Civil War, but there are now two teams trying to call themselves the Avengers. It's now between Yelena and company, and Sam and Joaquin, and whoever else is picking up Sam's calls. The Fantastic Four tease also lines up with a theory I've had for a while, that what happens in the movie is their version of Earth gets destroyed, most definitely by Galactus, and that's what pushes them into the main MCU 616 universe. It would give them a clear reason to want to protect this world. And if they land just as all this Avengers drama is going down, it sets the perfect stage for everyone to be scattered while Doom starts his plan of, well, whatever he wants to do. They still haven't explained that bit. My money is on creating a universe where he is the sole powered person by rewriting the timeline to make it so that nobody has superpowers but him. Kinda like the Maker's plan with the Ultimate Universe in the comics. And yes, I'm oversimplifying that storyline, but that's like a theory that I have. And of all of the end credit scenes that we've had during this multiverse saga, this one actually feels like it's moving things forward in a meaningful way. It's had that connective tissue that we saw back in Phase 2 and 3, and it gives us a direct lead into the next movie, quite literally by having the Fantastic Four ship show up. Not like in Brave New World, where Sam just visits the leader and he says some ominous thing like, "They're coming." I thought that the Thunderbolts end credit sequence worked out better. It was the first time I've gotten excited for an end credit sequence in a while, to be honest with you. But those are just my thoughts on the end credit sequence, but I decided to give my general thoughts on the film and captured my live reaction after seeing it. Take it away, a few hours ago, me. Okay, so we're just about to head in to go see my showing of the Thunderbolts. I thought I'd do a little pre-review before I do my live post-reaction to the movie. So, I'm assuming from all the reviews, it's like better for Marvel than like most of the movies that they put out so far, so I'm really looking forward to that. High reviews, so I'll be keeping out an eye on anything particular, and I guess let's just go see it. So okay, so initial thoughts. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it because it gave me like old school MCU vibes. Something more akin to Phase 2 and 3 versus all the aimlessness that we've seen with Phase 4 and 5. There's no multiversal aspect in here. There's nothing like that. It's more concerned with what's happening back on Earth than anything else. And so the characters feel very, very real. They enjoy themselves. I think that was something that they really wanted to hammer home in this movie, that all the characters were realistic people. I mean, of course, Marvel's been doing that forever, but especially in this movie, they do tackle some subjects where I was like, okay, Marvel, you're going off into this direction. Okay, that's wild. Something that we've seen it from them before, but they're doubling down on it, and I think that's pretty cool for them. There's definitely a lot of talk of mental illness, which is pretty great. There's talks of drug use. There's like realistic human issues that have not been treaded before for the MCU, which I thought was particularly interesting. We get introduced to all the characters pretty naturally. Nobody really feels shoehorned in here. There's a couple of surprises, and one that's, I mean, everybody's been calling it like straight away. Did I put a spoiler video at the top of this video? I'm gonna put a spoiler thing here right now. Taskmaster, yeah, is not in the rest of the movie, but that's pretty much a non-spoiler at this point. And I promise the rest of this is gonna be spoiler free. We're gonna upload like an actual spoiler filled review later, but it's just all the characters are introduced naturally, and I really did like that. John Walker was pretty great. Loved seeing him. Yelena, pretty good. She was like the emotional heart of this movie. Alexei, still the tragic dude that like we explained in a previous video, but yeah, he pretty much is pretty much just super psyched to be there, to be honest with you. Some bits like Ava wasn't really expanded upon, but I feel like she was just a tertiary character. Like she's just there to kind of round out the team alongside John. And I mean, most of the focus of this movie is definitely on Yelena. That's for damn sure. And Bob. Bob is also a main central focus of this movie because he's also kind of the main villain. Well, secondary main villain. And I gotta say that I loved it. I like that the MCU is now going back into this direction. It's definitely better than just having introduced characters and we don't know where they're gonna end up or what they're gonna do. You definitely get that sense in the end credits and at the end of the movie. That's for damn sure. We'll definitely expand on that in the first part of this video. And so, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Those are my raw first opinions of it. I definitely think that it's old school MCU. It's back into it. It's kind of, it's definitely something that, you know, I enjoyed it. There's a reason why it's so highly rated. I liked it. It just a good movie to watch. I don't think that they're going to really throw it away because with all the plot lines that they put in here, it's definitely, yeah, this is a stronger leads into another movie kind of movie. But it has its own story to tell, so it's pretty good on doing that. It's satisfying in that way and also in the way of developing the next couple of stories. So I wholly recommend it. I loved it. But I think that might be it for this live portion. So take it away, Arash. Thanks, Arash from a few hours ago. That about wraps it up for this video. Zach will be back to give his own thoughts on the film soon, and I can't wait to hear what he thinks about it. And just before we go, remember that we are doing #mailbag, where Zach and I will answer your questions based on, well, whatever you want to ask us. Marvel, DC, Invincible, The Boys, anything, really. If we know it, we'll answer it. But those are just my thoughts on the Thunderbolts in general. Let us know yours in the comments down below.